Alright, let's get a wave check in. Jesse Abuaji coming to you live and direct, and today we have a very special video. I'm excited to share this with you guys. To be honest, I'm not sure what the reception will be like, but I've been enjoying this hobby so far, so it's about time I shared it with you guys. Very excited about this. So recently I've gotten into making oils for my hair, and I've been using that for my beard. So essentially I've been making beard oil, and it's been fun. So today I'm going to share with you guys everything I know about it so you can make your own beard oil. Super simple, and it's very fun. As a fragrance head too, I've been using like essential oils to scent it and creating like scent profiles and pyramids for that. It's been very fun. Really enjoy this. Now, to make beard oil, you need basically three things. You need your carrier oils, your essential oils, and your bottles. Pretty simple. Very simple. I prefer the glass bottles, the glass amber bottles, because as you know, amber bottles does not let light into your into the bottle, and it basically like preserves the oil more, helps with the shelf life. I usually store them in a cool, dry place, but still gonna use an amber bottle. This has the dropper. I picked up a pack of I think 12 or a pack of 18 from Amazon, and I think it cost me about $18 or $20, something like that. And luckily it came with a funnel too, which is very ideal, very dope. Helps a lot. So that's basically all you need to make your beard oils. Oh, obviously you're gonna need some measuring spoons or a scale for accuracy. I have a scale, but I use the spoon too. This spoon has like the milliliter like description for like a teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever. So I always write it down, makes it quite simple. But I think everybody should have a scale, man, a digital scale. These are like $15. You can pick them up on Amazon. I use it to like weigh my food and when I'm doing baking and all of that. So comes in very handy. But today, to make things very simple, we're gonna be using the spoons, and we're gonna be making 30 mLs of beard oil. So very fun, exciting stuff. So we're gonna start off. Oh, actually yes. And once you're using the scale, you can use a beaker here where you measure everything out, pour it in. Makes your life simple. Very simple. But anyways, let me get this out of the way. Actually, yes, before we get into it, with essential oils, if you're going to use essential oils, you need to use your carrier oils. Luckily, the carrier oils we use have benefits for the beard and the skin, and that's great. Essential oils have benefits too, so that also helps. Some people use fragrance, already existing pre-made fragrances for their beard oils, and that works too. They use parfums for it. That works, but I prefer the essential oils because I can create the scents that I want, and I can choose it based on benefits. For example, for my carrier oils, I will be using hemp seed oil, Jamaican black castor oil, sweet almond oil, and apricot oil, a couple of things, and all of these have specific benefits. As many of you know, Jamaican black castor oil is great for beard growth. So is hemp seed oil. For example, if I wanted to make like a growth formula, which I have before, I use for the base of all my oils, I basically use hemp seed and Jamaican black castor oil because I'm not naturally hairy, and I want some beard growth, so it makes perfect sense to do that. But if I wanted to make a growth formula, I would have these as the base, Jamaican black castor oil, hemp seed oil, and for my essential oils, I'll have peppermint oil, rosemary oil. I've heard those research shows that those like help stimulate growth, so that's great. It's great for the hair, for hair growth, so that's perfect to add to it. So it's very great. It's amazing. You can go down this rabbit hole of essential oils. It's very great to look into them, read up on them and the benefits. So if you want beard oil for something specific, like beard growth, you can look up essential oils for hair growth and things like that. Customize it how you want. Endless possibilities and combinations. So I'll leave you to go down that rabbit hole. I'm already in it, but yes. So for today's beard oil, we're making 30 mLs. As you can see here, I have my funnel. This came with the bottles. It's very great, very simple. Makes my life way much easier when doing that, as opposed to like pouring that in there. So for my formula, let me grab my phone and give you guys my formula I'm going to be using. I'm literally letting you guys in on all my secrets right now, the trade secrets. So for my formula right here, this is my 9th batch actually. I will be using a 1/4 teaspoon of vitamin E. It helps preserve the shelf life of it. very important. And I'll be using it's a 30 ml bottle. So like I said, a majority of the base will be hemp seed and Jamaican black castor oil because I want the beard growth. So 7.5 ml of hemp seed oil, which is half a tablespoon. Half a tablespoon. 7.5 ml of Jamaican black castor oil, and then we have my essential oils. Now for the essential oils, there's I believe you're supposed to be using like 1 to 2% of essential oils, 2 carrier oils. I bump mine up a bit because I'm a fragrance head, and I kind of like the scent, like it to smell a bit potent. But ideally, for there's this I found this great resource, this site that has a chart for basically how many drops you need per 15 ml, per 30 ml, per 60 ml, per ounces pretty much. So for 1%, it says like 3 drops. For 30 ml, 2%, 6 drops, 3%, 9 drops, 4%, 12. As it goes on, I'm going to post that in the description below. But anyway, so for my essential oils, I'll be using 10 drops of rose oil, 10 drops of champaca, which is an amazing essential oil. Oof, you need to get your notes on it. Champaca smells great. Expensive, so it's a bit diluted. Like the one that I have here, it's basically 10%, and the rest of it is coconut oil, but it smells amazing. This is like 10% champaca, 90% coconut oil, but it smells phenomenal. Really love it. 10 drops of geranium, 10 drops of lemon. So very simple. Summertime, I want something very nice, floral. It's gonna be great. And for the my carrier oils, the rest of the carrier oils, I'll be using 1 teaspoon of apricot, which is 5 ml, 1 teaspoon of sweet almond, and a half a teaspoon, or maybe I'll just use 1 teaspoon of grapeseed oil. So all in all, comes to about 30 ml. Still doesn't fill the bottle all the way to the top. Very simple stuff. So with no further ado, let's get started on the process. Okay, so let's kick it off with vitamin E. We're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of that. This is great for preserving the shelf life and longevity of it. So we just measure it out, and that is about 1.25 mLs. It's a bit thick here, but hey, let's get it done. Let's get our vitamin E in there. Next up, we're doing half a tablespoon of Jamaican black castor oil and hemp seed oil. So got a hemp seed oil here and Jamaican black castor oil. Let's start off with the castor oil. And castor oil is it has this like burnt undertone, because I found out when they make castor oil, the castor kernels, they usually like burn them first before they make the oil. That's why it has this like ashy smell, almost like burnt ash smell. But yes, there we go. So 7.5 mLs of castor oil. Now we have some hemp seed oil. I'm actually gonna have to open the lid of this up. It squirts out, and it's usually, oh shit. Well, I spilled a bit of it, but that's not bad. So let's go in here. So now we're about halfway through the bottle. Now we get to play with essential oils, my favorite part. So now let's start with rose. I am gonna use 10 drops. I'm probably using too much essential oil, but I think it's safe enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. We have champaca. Where is it? There, so this champaca is a very expensive essential oil. This is 10% champaca, still smells amazing. It's 10% champaca, 90% coconut oil. Works great for me, no complaints. So I'm always having problems with this dropper. Now, to be fair, this is fairly simple. There's no rocket science to it. You just got to make sure your measurements are right. And that's that. It's really not that hard. You shouldn't be paying for like beard oil or hair oils, to be honest. Just buy them and mix them yourself. Sure, the upfront cost while doing this is going to be it's going to be expensive doing this upfront, but it's worth it, to be honest. Very worth it. I want to do 10 drops of geranium. Actually, I'm wondering if I should do jasmine instead of geranium. I've fallen in love with geranium. It's been my go-to, but I'm wondering if I'm like pigeonholing myself using it so much. Maybe I should do like jasmine. You know what? Yeah, let's do 10 drops of jasmine. I do geranium a lot. Let's switch it up a bit. So let's do 10 of this. And this, I believe, is like 30% jasmine. Yeah, 30% jasmine, because jasmine's expensive, so I understand that. So we just did 10 drops of jasmine and instead of geranium, and we're gonna do 10 drops of lemon, and that's pretty much it for the essential oils. Okay. So now for the rest of the carrier oils, we're gonna do 1 teaspoon, which is 5 mLs of each, to bring it to a total of 30 mLs. So let's start with the sweet almond oil. Now all these oils have the benefits. You can look into them. Again, research is your friend when you're making these things. It's do it yourself, man. It's gonna make your life simple. You're gonna save a lot of money in the long run. So here we go. We got 5 of sweet almond. Let's do 5 of grapeseed and 5 of apricot. So yeah, for example, grapeseed here manages acne, contains high level of linoleic acid and omega-6 fatty acid that helps controls acne by decreasing clogged pores. So it's great. I mean, if you're using it on your face, it's gonna help with the clogged pores. And again, if you have like facial hair, it's gonna help with that too, because the hair underneath, the skin underneath is not easily, you know, accessible due to the hair. So if you're using that, it gets underneath it. And we have another 5 of apricot kernel oil, and it says this right here: benefits easily absorbed, reported to be helpful for psoriasis, eczema, things like that. So great for the skin too. So let's throw some apricot kernel oil in there too. This works amazing for my hair too. These combinations works really well. Let's do that, and that's pretty much it. Just gonna put the dropper in here and then shake it up. Tighten it up. Good to go. So that's pretty much it. We got our beard oil here. I added like 5 mLs more, so this is more like a 35 ml. So once you're done, you know, putting everything together, you just shake it up, and yeah, it's pretty much good to go. Now, one thing I have noticed, the more I let this sit, the better it smells. So over my last couple of batches, I mean my first few batches, I just went ahead and started using it right away. Shook it and good to go. Smells amazing. Good to go. I can use it right away. But one thing that I have noticed, smells great, but one thing I have noticed over the last couple of batches, I mean, parfumers, when they make their fragrances, they let it macerate a bit. And maceration is basically letting the mixture sit for a while. I don't know if it's called a concoction, mixture, or whatever. Anyways, you let it sit for a bit, maybe 4 to 6 weeks, and you know, the scent comes out more. Some people say it's a myth, it's not true, but I've been doing that for my last couple of oils, and it works great. I noticed that I made a batch of oil for a friend of mine, and I took a little bit of it and put it to the side, and I ended up using it about a month later, and it smelled way better. It was a mixture of lavender, champaca, and something else, and cedarwood. And it was very lavender dominant the first time I made it, but once I let it sit aside for like a month, it smelled amazing. The other elements were coming out and it smelled very good. So this right here, I am going to label it. I got some labelers from the dollar store here. I'm just basically gonna give the batch, the date that I made it, and the maturity date, which is gonna be like a month from today. So in a month, in a month it should be ready to start using. In all honesty, you can start using it right away, but if you want to get like the maximum scent of it out of it, you know, if you've taken your time to craft the essential oils and the fragrance pyramid of it, best bet, let it sit a bit and use it. Should be good to go. This right here, we've got the castor oil in there. We have the hemp seed oil. All the great benefits for your hair and skin. I believe you can use for your face. All these oils are safe to use for the face. Maybe the essential oils might be, you know, a little hit or miss, but I know it's safe for the hair. Essential oils should be fine. Should be fine as long as it's diluted as discussed. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is like, I'm filming in like my workbench in my kitchen. This is where I do my baking and all of that fun stuff. Never filmed here, so maybe the format might be a bit off when I was like, you know, pouring the oils in there. But either way, give me some feedback. I'll make it better for you guys. If you guys want to see me make more oils, maybe next time make like a growth formula to help beard growth, that would be great too. So I'm willing to do that. Let me know in the comments below. My name is Jesse Abwajo. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel. Just show me love. Until next time, stay safe.